So I decided to pull the Camaro out of the garage because I got to clean it. It is just nasty. But just thought I'd do a walk around in the sun and kind of show you what the paint looks like in the sun. And what the car looks like in snow, which this will probably be some of the only snow that it will ever see. And even then, I literally snow blowed out here. So it didn't get a lot of snow on it. But there we go. Just a quick walk around here. And there we go. A couple of things that I'm actually probably going to be doing is instead of screwing that this right here in, instead of this screwing in, I'm actually going to get some rivets and rivet it in. That's how it came factory. So I'm just going to put it back to factory like that. Plus rivets, if I got to take them out, just drill them out. They're not that hard. So, but just thought I would share this and what she's looking like. I don't know, I'm pretty happy to see dirt and stuff because my garage is all dusty. But yeah, she's looking really good. I love it. So, and from 10 feet away, man, this thing looks awesome. It looks good up close too. However, there are imperfections in the paint, but this is what she's looking like. Should I do another quick video here on what she sounds like? Sounds pretty mean, pretty awesome. Oh yeah, love this thing. Love that exhaust, it sounds so good. It's not as loud outside as it was when I was in the garage, so that's probably a good thing. Still, it's got a deep grumble, and it's gonna sound good on the road. Alrighty, everybody, so I am back, and you probably guessed it, I am going to be working on my headliner here. As you can see, it's blue. It's very gross, it's very dirty. However, it is in good shape, so I'm gonna get it cleaned off here, and then I'm gonna spray paint it with some of this. Let me go grab it. I believe it's a Duplicolor product. Yeah, it's this Duplicolor vinyl and fabric spray paint. I went with a flat black just because I think it'll look pretty good. So yeah, let me start. I'm gonna get this vacuumed off. Also have some spray adhesive that I would like to clean this off and hopefully get this fabric to stick again, and we'll just kind of see where it goes. It's kind of beat up all over the place, so I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm trying to save some money by just redoing this one, but we'll see how it turned out. So let's get started. Well, I got a few minutes into that, and needless to say, that headliner that was on there, it's not good. It's gross. It's coming off. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to order a new headliner for this here, and then I'll be putting that on instead of just trying to get the old one painted and put on. So yeah, let's move on to something else. So what I got here is from the 396, ground up 396, SS 396. I got these roof rails, these drip rails, and then some of my chrome edging for around my doors came in. So I am going to go ahead and start getting those installed. So let me get a tripod out and get you set up, and I'll show you what I'm doing. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to install is going to be this chrome piece here, which is going to sit right here. So I'm going to put this in first, and it's just 3 little screws. If I can not drop everything and break it. And I'm actually just going to put these in loose. It's not going to be tight. And I'll tighten it down once I get everything in and lined up. There we go. So that's just loosely sitting there. And then let me zoom you out here. The next thing is going to be this piece here. And this is just going to go up in this channel right here as well. And that's how I'm going to put this in, is I'm just going to put a couple screws and then I'll put the rest in after I get it kind of tightened down. Well, I'm already running into issues here. The screws for this, and let me get you up in here. Give me just a sec. The screw holes and these self-tapping screws, well, I guess they're okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to put more pressure onto that, onto this to get it to seat up closer. I thought these weren't fitting. However, after a second glance, they are. But it's, you just put this up and then you put the screws in going across the top here. So let me get that in. I'll be right back. Okay, so I was able to finally get that top piece in there. Which looks good. And then I took this piece off here, and then this will go in second. So I gotta continue to get that sucker popped in. So give me a second here and I'll get that screwed in. Okay, so I have this installed, and something that I thought might be worth mentioning here is that when you do this, make sure that these two channels line up pretty good. It does come with a connector that you could put in here, and it bends it and everything, and it makes it all one piece. However, several other videos that I have seen, they say that it's a lot easier if you leave it out, so that way you're not wrestling the whole thing. So I don't really see how water would get up in there unless it leaks past the seal. And plus that the piece that goes in there, let me see if I can find it here in the box. There's these right here, they're just coated, but they don't really, there's no sealant on them, so it's not like they seal anything anyway. So, but that's how I got it. So the next thing I want to do is I want to try to get the weather stripping in that channel. So give me just a moment, I'll be right back. Okay, so I started working the weather channel in. There's a screw here that holds it, and a screw behind there that holds it. And then you just start tucking it in this channel here. You tuck the backside in, which goes, there's a lip, and then on this weather strip here, you'll see there's a lip here and a lip here. So you're gonna tuck this back lip in first, and then, like, I'll try to do this with one hand. And you can start in the corner, or, you know, some people say it's easier to start in the corner. I don't know, I never done it. And then some people don't. But it's what I'm gonna do is I just tuck that back in, and you can feel it because once you kind of get it in, it gives you some resistance. You can't pull it. Then is what I'm doing is I'm just gonna take my screwdriver here, and then I just take the seal, push it back in like that, and then I seat it in. Sorry, I'm kind of shaky. I only have one hand to do this. But once it gets started, it slides in pretty easily. And then I just use my screwdriver, like you see here, to kind of manipulate it and get it into where it needs to go. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and do that up and all the way around. And then I'll show you the other end and where it screws in over there. So give me a minute here. I'm gonna get this all in and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I finally have this seal in. It was actually a lot easier to get this top part in than it was the bottom part. Yeah, because it just slides up and in. And then also here's this other piece of trim, so I can just kind of show you. You'll see that there's this lip on both sides. So if you see up in this trim right here, for say instance, it actually, the molding, it pops out. So the trim just tucks up under there. So is what I did, let me zoom out, is I pulled this back like this, then I used a screwdriver and just pushed it up and in. And it clipped in all the way down, super easy. And then there's two screws that go in over here. One goes here, and then one goes right here. On my pillar, there is a hole, and I'm not sure, I don't see any like dents or anything for that to go in, but I'm actually just gonna leave it for now. I don't know what went in there. And actually that might be, maybe that's for this pillar trim piece too. So I'm not sure, but yeah, so that seemed to go on. So let me close this door. And as you can see, I got this all done over here, this window felt, and I got it all riveted in. It's nice and tight. It looks pretty good. I'm gonna see where my windows are and if they need to be adjusted. So shut my door. As you see, you gotta slam them a little bit or shut them harder. I put these in a few days ago, so these seals are actually getting softer right now, so it just takes a little bit more force, there we go, while they're seating to be shut and everything. So, and then let me roll up the window here. Let's see where it lines up. Okay, that is all the way up. So right away, it's not bad at all. It's sealing pretty good here. I am seeing a little bit, let's see if you can see it. There's a little bit of gap here. And then back here, it doesn't look like it's back far enough either. So I might have to adjust this just a little bit, move the whole window back. I believe, there we go, it opens good. I believe that adjustment, it's a forward back adjustment, is right. Oh, I gotta look at these doors and look. I was looking on forums and everything to figure out how and where to do all this. But there is an adjustment somewhere on the window where you can move it back and forth. So, oh, you know what? Actually, I think it's these screws right here. Yep, I think it's these two screws right here. You can loosen those and then move the glass backwards a little bit. Yeah, that's like the only left and right screws that move it. I know that there's a screw in here, but I think that's just the height up and down. And then if your window's like crooked or anything like that, this screw here, you loosen this screw here, and then it allows, no, that's the window stop. Oh, right here, this screw here helps you with the tilt if it's off kilter. So you would loosen this one and this one here. This screw here, maybe, I don't know, that one, and there's another one. Anyway, if you go to, if you type in 2nd Gen Camaro, how to adjust a window on 2nd Gen Camaro, there's tons of resources out there that can help you out with that. I found a good write-up on the Nasty Z28 website, so that's what I'm using. And I'm just trying to remember all this for a memory. However, my memory is not that good. So, but anyway, this is kind of what it's looking like, and I'm pretty stoked about that. So, I'm going to get this adjusted. Actually, I'm going to start on the trunk before I do anything, and then I'll come back and readjust this. So, give me a sec here, because I'm going to put the weather seal in the trunk and show you how that's done. Okay, so here we go. I got the weather seal here for the trunk, and I was kind of playing with it a little bit to figure out how it goes in. It starts right here where there's a little crack, just in case water gets in, it can go out. So you'll just start on one side of the crack, and then you'll just put the seal down in and push it in and clip it in. Let me show you. It's kind of molded exactly like the trunk. So you'll see that the seal's molded like that, and then it literally, you push it down in, and then it seals way up against there. So this is how it goes, and then when the trunk shuts, it pushes down on here. So you're just going to push this in, push the bottom, and then just work your way all the way around the trunk. So let me start getting that, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I finally got this trunk seal installed. It's actually looking really good. I'm not gonna lie, this was actually a lot harder than the window seals, but it's just the same thing. You just take it and you tuck it in there, tuck it in under here, all the way around, and it's, I mean, if you grab it and pull it, it's gonna pull out, but it's pretty tight. So I think is what I'm actually gonna do is I might just go ahead and get some of that glue that you put on here. I think you're supposed to put it on anyway, but I got to get some glue, pop it on. But there we go. That's what it's looking like. And then I'm going to shut this for the first time and see how she does shut. Actually, that wasn't bad at all. You push on it. There is some resistance. However, there you go. You got to slam it a little bit, just like everything else. You got to work those seals in. But that actually turned out really stinking nice. And it actually evened up a little bit of my lines where the hood was, or the deck lid was rocking a little bit. But there we go. That is in. I'm good to go. Perfect. But anyway, everybody, with all that being said, this is probably actually the end of the episode. I really appreciate y'all watching. Thank you for all the love and support. I love it. It's great. Keep those comments coming. If you have any questions, drop them down below, and we'll talk to y'all later. Keep safe. Keep warm. Peace.